Hello, my name is Dr. Garrett Castleberry, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Communication, Media, and Ethics degree here at Mid-America Christian University. One of the questions that comes up anytime someone talks about the area of what we will call media studies is, why study media? Why study communication for that matter? And to that, we have a couple of quick and easy elements that we can remember. First of all, media is part of our everyday life. I'm sure each of you all consume media in various ways or along various channels, modes, or what we call mediums, whether it's traditional formats like television or radio, or digital formats like social media or internet streaming services. Media is a part of our everyday lives in both a leisurely fashion and now more so than ever in many professional ways. So second, media increasingly plays a role in our communication. Think back to the last year or so in your life and very quickly think about how many times have you texted an acquaintance, a friend, a family member versus calling them directly and engaging in a phone conversation. And for that matter, how many of you all now exclusively carry cell phones versus traditional landlines that we used to have at our homes with the wrapping cords or even the wireless sets that arguably were much larger in size? And so we see that media plays an increasing role in our communication. And finally, media is now a prerequisite to so many professional areas of industry, and there is a certain digital media literacy that's necessary in order to function, if not thrive, in a contemporary workforce setting. And so our courses in the Communication, Media, and Ethics degree focus will emphasize three strategic tiers. The first area is what we will identify as media studies. And this is quite simply an area of communication or communication studies that focuses on the study of media in order to play an important role not only within media, how it's developed, how it's received. We need to be able to interpret it accurately, assess it, evaluate it, critique it, theorize about it. And so the study of media plays quite an important role in that, as we will see. The second area borrows from a tradition long held in the communication program at MACU, and that is the public relations emphasis. However, as we will note, the area of public relations isn't contained into a small professional realm any longer, if it ever was. To be or work in public relations is to work with advertising, it is to work with marketing, it is to have an awareness for branding. And so there are so many interconnected areas that one wants to become acquainted with and experienced and vetted in order to utilize public relations. And so with the media studies focus, we're going to broaden that public relations emphasis. And finally, a new area that's very dynamic in how fast it's growing in the communication field is the study of social media itself. Social media, it has, as we've said, an increasing role in our everyday lives. And this takes place at both the personal and now the professional level. And oftentimes we're starting to see these lines blur. And for that reason, studying social media is more important than ever, especially when we consider that professionals will be looking into our social media lives, whether we set those accounts to private or not, right? They seem to find a way in to be able to assess that. In any event, we have some core learning objectives with our Communication, Media, and Ethics degree program. And these objectives include strengthening digital communication skills. And that's a primary emphasis that it's a guarantee we are going to work to improve across the board. Another area we want to emphasize is increasing our ability to practice critical thinking as it relates to media, PR, marketing, advertising, branding, and so on. At the same time, we are going to work really hard in this degree program to lower communication apprehension as it relates to online or digital domains. And so, in other words, we are going to get comfortable and gain confidence communicating online in a number of facets, both written and also of an oral nature, of a video communication nature, right? Audio and video. We are going to gain experience and exposure to a wide variety of media. And by that, we will practice assessing large variations of media content. In doing this, we are going to practice shifting from what is a traditional or passive mode of leisurely consumption to one of active consumption, or rather an active mode of critically assessing media so that we can better position its role in our lives. And finally, we are going to learn to practice close reading of media artifacts or media texts, a couple of terms we will use throughout the course degree. And by performing these close readings, we will gauge a deeper understanding of how media analysis works, why it's important, and how that ties into the overarching interest we have in the Communication, Media, and Ethics degree program here at Mid-America Christian University.